It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing when you let your nuts hang.
So this right here is gonna be a series, y'all. It's gonna be a lot of parts to this series, but it's gonna be very interesting, trust me. So I had came out with a music video for my song Butterflies, right? I came out with this music video and all my friends is reposting it, showing love. So this girl that lives in my building, I do her daughter hair. She hits me like, yo, my boyfriend's cousin said you look good and he wants to take you out on a date. So I'm like, nah, I can't do that. I got a man. Tell him I'm flattered, but I got a man. Y'all, I want my baby hair to get wet. I gotta invest in that little dollar thing, but this is what I got. Bear with me. So I'm like, I'm good. I got a man. I'm good. So my man though, he's in jail.
Ooh, she's shaving.
So for some reason, when you got a man in jail, guys out here don't respect that. They think they still have a chance. So I curves him, and I'm like, I'm good. I got a man, right?
She is the man.
So I don't ask her how he look. I don't ask her what's his Instagram because I'm faithful and I have a man and I don't care about how he look or none of that. So anyway, me and my man, we good. I go to get my body done after shooting my video, which I should have did my body before. But whatever, you live and you learn, right? So I after I got my body done and after I was done healing, I'm like, you know, I'm gonna get cute. I'm gonna go see my man. New outfit, hair done, nails done, eyebrows. I got my makeup done. I'm smelling good. I'm looking good. I can't wait for him to see the new body, right? Mind you, this guy that says he want to take me out on a date, he's now in my DM writing me on Instagram, but he's acting like he's supporting my music. So, you know, I'm being nice. I'm not being mean to nobody because if you support my music, I appreciate the support. So now, I go to see my man, and they got these dog smelling people, and they say that the dog indicate that I had contraband on me, which I did not. I don't even intake none of that. My man would never ask me to bring him none of that. Like, I'm a mother. I don't get into that. He don't even get into that. So, I'm like, okay, the dog indicated I had contraband on me. Get a female officer to check me. I'm ready to see my man. Y'all playing around. Right? So, they never get a female officer. So, I'm like, oh, what's all going on? Y'all playing games. Okay? So the guy like, we want to ask you a few questions. We want to ask you about what's this y'all writing on JPay and what does this mean when he say this on the phone. Oh, okay, I see what this is. Y'all trying to intimidate me onto lying on this man. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, you don't know what I'm talking about? So they get so mad that I'm not engaging in what they want me to engage in. Mind you, nobody ever comes to search me because allegedly I got contraband on me. Nobody ever comes to search me, right? Why they start reading me his JPay messages? Showing me that he writing other bitches. Yeah. And I knew one or two of the names. So I'm mad or whatever. I'm pissed off. But I'm not going to let y'all know that I'm pissed off. I'm not going to let y'all get under my skin, right? So yeah. I'm reading the messages and I'm just taking mental note. And I'm like, all right, I still don't know what y'all talking about. I still don't have contraband and y'all still not having nobody search me. So now what? So they're like, okay, we denying a visit. How you going to deny a visit when y'all never searched me, nothing was ever found because I'm not engaging in conversation? That's crazy. And I came all the way up here. And it's, yo, I was so mad. I was so cute. I wanted to see my nigga. I was just pissed the fuck off. I was mad at the world. Hold on. All right, so boom. Now, you know, when you go far on a visit, you got to wait for everybody to finish their visit for the van to bring y'all home. I am pissed off. I get my phone and I'm just sitting in the waiting area and I'm just sitting there literally for hours. For hours and hours and hours and hours. As soon as I got to my phone, guess what was the first DM? My neighbor's boyfriend, cousin, that been asking to take me out on a date. His page is private. I never followed him back. And like he periodically was checking here and then, like acting like he was like concerned about my music and stuff. And at first, to be honest with you, I didn't even know who I was DMing. I was just responding to people because I'm just a nice person. He wasn't like coming on to me in the DMs. He was just sending messages through her. But like when it was just me and him, he wasn't really coming on to me. Like I said, I didn't know how he looked. I never followed him back. But I just knew it was the girl that lived in my building, boyfriend's cousin. So, as soon, I'm mad as hell, y'all. I'm mad as hell. I want to question him about females. I'm mad that they did that to me. Like, what did they did? Why they did that? What you in here piss these people off that you got them picking on me now? I am pissed off. I'm hot. Mind you, he knew I was there. And he's waiting for me to come in. And obviously, I couldn't get in. So me and him is arguing on the phone because he's calling me. He's like, yo, what they asked you, what they said, da 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 da. We gonna call him Face because he's very, very handsome, right? So we're gonna call him Face. This is my boyfriend that's in jail. His name is Face. So I'm like, listen, Face, who the fuck is this girl and this girl and this girl? And why you with talking to this girl? Like, what? You know I know her. Like, we going back and forth. I'm going crazy. I'm like, I'm blocking you on JPay. Don't say nothing to me. You're bugging. You tripping. You woman out. Right? So now, I get to my phone. The first DM I see is, how's your day going? Is everything okay? From homeboy that been in my DM for like months. Literally months. For some reason, y'all, my stupid ass decides to vent. Because at that moment, I just felt like I need to let some stuff out. Like, I needed to let it out. I'm like, yo, how I came to see my man and they stopped me. And he just listening and listening and listening. He like, yo, that's crazy. You in that situation. Like, wow, I feel bad for you. He spoke to me all the hours I had to wait for the visit to be over. All the hours for me to get back home. I'm talking about, this is like 7-8 hours. He's talking to me, just being a listening ear and just being a friend. Right? Now, still don't know how he look. Still, and I'm just venting and I don't know him. I could have called one of my homegirls, which I should have did. Sorry, somebody called me. But I end up talking to him. And he seemed to be very, very understanding, very mature, and very much just chill. So, you know, when you're going through something with your dude, it's very much like you can't eat, you can't sleep, you just going through it. And when I say he was just being so supportive, like, you want me to send you food, like, you need me to send you money, like, what's going on, are you okay? So this ends up being a big deal. I'm talking about Face done got a paid lawyer because now they deny my business indefinitely. Mind you, I did not do nothing. So he gets a paid lawyer, and now we got a court case virtually. And it ended up being like so big. But my thing is, I was just so mad at him because of course I was still talking to him. But every time I was talking to him, he was still talking like crazy on the phone. So I was on some Face. Like, you know that they're listening to the phone calls. Like, he's like, you're letting them scare you and da-da-da. I'm not letting them scare me. But bro, at the end of the day, I got 3 kids. And if I gotta choose you or my kids, you know who I'm choosing. Now, I ain't saying I'm a snitch on you, but stop putting me in that predicament where I feel like I gotta choose either or. Don't do that to me. Right? So at the same time, we gonna call the other dude Nas. Right? Because he's a narcissist. So we're gonna call him Nas. Right? So he's real cool and he just listening and he just being like, you know, a good friend. Okay? Still don't know how he look, nothing. So he finally sends me a video. And I didn't know what he was sending me a video of because it was like from the foot up. Like, you know how girls show their feet and then they pants and then they come up and you see the hair and all that last. He sent me a video like that. And I was like, who is that? He's ugly. So I don't know if he peeped or he thought I was joking because I never knew how he looked. Okay, backstory. My neighbor and her man ends up getting pregnant. She ends up getting pregnant by him, and I went to the baby shower and I saw him. Right? Hold on. I just had a feeling it was him. I don't know how he looks, but he starts walking up to me now. I got a Burberry bucket on. I put my head down, and I'm just staring at the floor like, please don't come up to me and say nothing. Please don't, please don't, please don't. He does. Now, I see his shoes, and he extends his hand to me. Now, I peeped. He had a Rolex on, bracelets, nails, you know, everything was nice. He smelled really, really good. And he's like, yo, if that's me, that's writing you on Instagram. So I was like, okay. He was like, yeah, so I still can't take you on a date. I said, I still got a man. Curves, again, been curving for months. So, yeah, he was just like still being a listening friend and all of that. Me and Face is going through it. And I'm just like, yo, you still talking crazy on the phone. You not like taking it serious what they saying. They listening to the phone calls. He like, oh, you gonna let them scare you into talking? It's not about letting anybody scare me, bro. Like, listen, I ain't no snitch. I'm not gonna lie on you. I'm not gonna make up stuff. I'm not gonna volunteer no information. But don't put me in a predicament where I have to choose you or my kids, because you know which direction I'm going in. I'm always gonna choose my kids. So stop putting me in those type of predicaments, bro. Like, so listen, at this point, it's like, listen, we gotta take a few steps back, because you're not taking shit serious, and I need you to take shit serious. So during that time, it's like, yo, he's calling me, and the nigga calls me, and I'm like, hello. He calls me the bitch name that I saw him texting on JPay, and I'm like, you trying to be funny? You called the wrong number. He like, no, I know who I called. I'm fucking with you. Nigga, you in a doghouse right now. You think it's time to play games with me? So, y'all, that shit right there pissed me the fuck off. Pissed me off. I was on some, you know what, like, I'm talking to this nigga Nas every day. Like, he's giving me so much attention, and you sitting here fucking playing around with my freedom in my life. Like, is you alright? That's how I was looking at it, and not for nothing. Because I expressed to Nas that that's how I was looking at it, I felt like he used that to, like, really get inside my mind. Like, a real man wouldn't put you in that predicament, and you gotta always think about you and your kids, which I was already doing. But it was like he was just, you know. Yeah, that's why, ladies, too, don't ever let a nigga know your likes and dislikes and all that, because they gonna act like they the right man for you, knowing damn the fuck well they not. So that was a lesson learned. Yo, my skin is popping. But yeah, so he's just like, yo, this is Nas. Nas is on something like, yo, I'm so into you. Like, I'm so comfortable with you. I feel like I could talk to you about anything. I just want to keep it a buck with you. So I'm like, what's up? He's like, yo, I got a girlfriend, and I live with her, and she lives down the block from you. And I'm like,
Oh, Lord.
okay, and now you have two girlfriends. Because let me tell y'all something. What do you even call somebody that you just messing around and dealing with? Like, I don't even know what is that called. With me, like, I give wife, I give girlfriend. Like, I don't know how to be nothing else. So it's either we together or we not. And when I say he was so obsessed with me and infatuated with me, like, he wanted me all to himself, like, he made me his girlfriend immediately. Like, he really played boyfriend role. Like, we was together all the time. We talked all the time. He answered the phone. He answered text. He was giving me so much attention. And being in a relationship with somebody that's incarcerated for so long, like, I miss being able to get that kind of attention. I ain't gonna lie. So it was just, like, super, super cool. No, I wasn't, like, 100% okay with him having a girlfriend. But if he made me forget he had one. Like, he was with me so much. Like, it really wasn't no problem in the beginning. And I don't know her. I don't owe you nothing. Yes, I'm a girl's girl, but listen, it ain't where he at, is where he want to be. Now, let me stop. Now, like I said, Nas is interested in the same things I'm interested in, right? So he's into music. He's friends with the rapper that I told y'all about, the Barclays basketball game. He had a beauty bar. Y'all know I do hair. He was actually doing a construction, building it at the time when we started talking. And it was just like, you know, he was interested that I was writing a book. Like, he seemed to be somebody on my level, uplifting. Communication was good. He was open and honest with me. So I was like, all right, cool. As long as he's honest, I respect it. We chilling, we doing us. Now, when we started to become intimate, it seemed like he started to become a little obsessed. Like, okay, let me just give a little backstory a little bit. So one day, my phone wasn't working, and we was like, we're gonna go to T-Mobile. I'm switching from AT&T, which was very expensive. I'm switching to T-Mobile, and he also wanted to make a switch too. So we in a store, and you know I have 3 kids. It's 4 of us all together. He's like, I'm going to get y'all 4 iPhones, the new iPhone. So I was like, I bet. Now, the iPhones just came out, and y'all know it always come out in the regular size and the Pro Max. Like, it'd be the bigger one. So he decides to get, because it was buy one, get one free. So he had to buy 2 for me to get 2 for free because we needed 4. He buys 4 for him. So I was like, why you need so many phones? So he's on some, I need a new phone, and one for my shop, and one for this, and one for whatever. He ended up giving the girlfriend one of the phones, which I wasn't upset about because he brought me and my kids phones. But the bigger phone, it was only two left, and he brought the two, and he kept one for himself and gave her one. And I felt like, why I couldn't get the big one? I wanted the big one. So he was on some, she already has the big one, so why would she go from the big one to the small one? I'm like, but she didn't even need a phone. Like, I don't care that you got her a phone, but we started going back and forth about that. My thing is, if I'm allowing you to have a girlfriend and deal with me at the same time, when you do for one, you got to do for both. You got to do the same thing for both of us. I'm sorry. So that was like one little incident. Water under a bridge, whatever. Now, when I say he's spoiling us, he's picking the kids up from school. He's taking them to the store, getting them whatever they want. He's helping with homework. He is so involved. Like, well, first of all, I forgot he had a girlfriend. Because the way he was with us so much, like, I really forgot. Like, I forgot he had a girlfriend at a point. So now I'm at the shop with him. We putting stuff together. I'm planting flowers outside. We getting ready for the grand opening. Like, we're good. Like, it's nice here. I'm loving it. Like, okay, I done left Face completely alone by this point. Me and Nas is like really getting deeply involved. And like I said, he was not my type, but he was laying out. So it was alright, right? So he says, yo, I gotta tell you something. And when a nigga say they gotta tell you something and you get that butterfly feeling in your stomach and you feel like you gotta shit, throw up, straight butterflies, you know it ain't good. He tells me, yo, she's pregnant. Congratulations. Okay. I don't want her to keep this baby, and this is her first baby, and she been knew she was pregnant, she's just now telling me, and da-da-da-da-da-da. And this is what I don't like. I hate when a nigga act like they hate their girlfriend. Like, you can be there. And I felt like he was so guilty that he got her pregnant and he was shooting this club up for a long time and it never happened here. Like, I felt like he was trying to get me pregnant just so it won't be her having one up on me. Whatever. Now, I'm not gonna lie. That day hurt me because I'm like, we're building, and 4 months into the relationship, he was already asking me my ring size, saying he wanted to marry me. So it was just like, why you want to marry me and you're having a baby? Oh, well, but I'm not happy there. Like, she don't satisfy me. She do crazy stuff and all these excuses about this young lady, which I at the time never met, right? So I'm like, how am I gonna accept this pregnancy and this baby? Mind you, he has an older son. His son loves me. He loves my kids. He say that's his sister and brothers. Like, he calls me Ma. Like, I'm cooking dinner, he's eating, he's washing dishes. Like, we got the dog here. Like, we lit. Like, we doing family shit. We going places. We doing stuff. Like, this is my kid for real. Like, even when because at the time, Nas wasn't staying here. He was still staying with the girlfriend, and she lives down the block from me. Let's get into that. And he would drop his son to me and go over there because the son didn't like her. But you're having a baby with her. That's crazy. So it was just a game to me. Like, I don't know why. I just felt like to play this game because it was fun. It was something new. I was getting so much attention and so many gifts. It was just like, I felt like she didn't even exist. When I say he had keys to my house, walked in here any type of time he wanted, any time of day. Like, where is she at? Like, how she don't know that? I don't know what excuse he was telling her, but all I know is the nigga was always here, obsessed with me, like shooting the club up every day. If I turn my phone off, because that's what I do when I get mad and I'm not answering, he's at my door in my house, calling private, calling this. Like, he's on me because he did not want me to leave him. So he was just a straight narcissist. Like, he wanted to be in control of everything.
She ain't told us one
don't like to
narcissist
go out
thing
on my
he
own
did.
body, but when I did go out, he made me feel guilty for going out, and I like wanted to be back home. And after a while, it was like, oh, dress like a mom, like you have kids, and don't dress like this, and da 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 da. Long story short, before the baby shower for their baby, he proposed to me and put a ring on my finger. And my dumb ass said yes.
Is he a narcissist?
First of all, he did so much stuff before the proposal. I don't know why I said yes. I said yes because to me it was a competition and I was winning. That's why my dumb ass said yes. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. But one day I'm getting my eyelashes done. And you know when you get your lashes done, your eyes are closed, and he's blowing up my phone. So when I finally got to my phone, I see a text message like, you cheating on me. And it's like so funny because, nigga, you in 2 relationships. How you going to ask me if I'm cheating on you? Right? So I'm like, what are you talking about? Long story short, one of my homeboys, to me, I don't know his sexual preference, but to me, he's gay. Because I did a podcast before and it was live, and he was helping me fix my clothes and my hair. And when we hang out, he give me those type of vibes. Like, he give me homegirl vibes. Like, so I guess he was in the studio around the, Barclays court, courtside seat and his friends. And they probably was picking up on gay vibes and said something to him, and he was trying to prove a point, which I don't know what point he was trying to prove, but he was showing them pictures of me and acting like he was talking to me. So he'll write me like, hey boo, I miss you, and I'm like, oh my god, I miss you too, because he was to me one of the girls. Like, so now it's just like, you telling niggas you miss them, you telling niggas you love them when you're in a relationship, and what's wrong with you, da, 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 da. I'm like, yo, you're bugging. Like, that nigga is gay. So I called the nigga and I record the conversation and I send it to Nas, and he's on something, that's not the same person I was in the studio. Yes, it is. A person that's in denial, they know how to talk one way with the girls and another way with dudes. He know how to talk masculine when he's with a dude. Like, so I come from getting my eyelashes done. I come in my house. Now, y'all know when I start getting comfortable, the tea about to get real juicy. So I hear him come in the house and I hear the door slam. Like, my heart is racing. But I'm still laying down acting like I'm sleeping because, I'm thinking he going to come in here mad and he going, we going to have fun. This nigga dragged me by my hair off the bed and punched me in my face. Throws me up against the wall, and he's choking me and my feet is no longer touching the floor. I'm so fucking confused because what is you so mad about? You think this shit is funny? You trying to humiliate me? Niggas is talking about me in the studio and da-da-da. What is you talking about? I don't even know that boy's real name. I had to call him on Instagram. I don't got his number or nothing. I don't talk to nobody with no green dreads. Like, this boy give Little Uzi vibes. Like, that might be some people vibe, but that's not my vibe. I don't like dudes that get into that think they more prettier than me. Like, I'm not into guys like that. And that's what that boy gave. Like, what? This nigga put his hands on me. Eyelashes freshly done. They was off. I had to go back and get them refilled.
She seemed like the
And
narcissist.
you did all that and then went back to lay with your baby mother. So at this point, I was just like, yo, I'm not dealing with this thing anymore. It's over. It's over. Every time I've been breaking up with him since I got with him, and he would not let me break up with him. Like, just popping up. I remember one day, I was talking about the kids. They needed new mattresses in their room. And I'm talking to him the whole time, and somebody's at my door. He's like, who's at the door? I open the door, it's him with 2 brand new mattresses. Like, it's just, he would do little things like that, and it would like, not make me forget, but make me look past, like, the stupid shit that he would do. So, after that, like I said, he proposed to me before the baby shower.
That was one narcissist
And
thing.
he was just doing a lot that day because he didn't want to make me feel bad and I was on some, bro, enjoy your baby shower. Now he's trying to convince me while he's staying there, he's sleeping on the couch, he's not touching her. He's showing me text messages that she's saying, oh, you're not attracted to me. Oh, I know you're dealing with somebody else. And I was like, damn, I feel bad because I know what it is to be pregnant for the first time. And you want your family. Like, no woman deserves that. Like, no woman deserves that. I don't know how true it is, how it was over there, but from what I saw and how much time he was spending over here with us, But as women do, she did her research and she found out about me. She ends up putting me and him in a group chat together, text. Mind you, he's here while I'm doing clients, and I'm showing him the text, and he's like, I told you she knows. Like, she done caught him talking to me on the phone. She had recording devices in the house. Like, it was just so bad. Like, she was on some I'm bringing your shit to her house and fuck out of here, be over there, and you ain't gotta worry about my baby. Like, y'all, when she was in labor, I was on the phone with him. He was texting me the whole time. He FaceTimed me as soon as the baby came out and showed me the baby and sent me pictures. Like, and I love babies, so like, babies are a blessing. I'm like, congratulations and stuff. And he will always just assure me, like, this is not where I want to be. I want to be with you, whatever. So now she got sick and tired of his shit, and she really put this nigga out, like, for real. So now they have a newborn baby, and she kicks him out, and he's officially all the way living with me. He already had mad shit here anyway, but he's officially living with me, like, for real. I'm talking about, he's acting like he's depressed. He can't see this baby. He's showing me text messages. She popping up in the back of my building, honking her horn. He going downstairs arguing with her. She's using this baby as a pawn. And as a mother, I feel bad, and I know what it is to have a newborn. So he would tell me things sometimes like, oh, I feel bad that my daughter doesn't get to wake up with me. Like, I need to spend a night over there because her mom is having this surgery. I need to watch the baby. She would only let him see and watch the baby at her house. And then when he's there, it's like he couldn't answer the phone. I was getting so sick and tired of the shit, but it's like, okay, this man proposed to me. She obviously knows about me. She has my number. Like, just trust him. I don't know what was making me do that, but yeah. So some days I was allowing him to spend the night there. He kept calling me to reassure me that she wasn't there. She's in the hospital with her mom, and it's just him and the baby, and he'll FaceTime me. He'll do all these things. So I was like, all right, I don't think they're doing anything. We're good. So, like I said, he's living with me, and they have this newborn baby. And, I'm just a mom and a woman. I'm buying the baby stuff. My stepson is still coming over here, and we're still chilling, right? But I'm thinking, like, he's still lying to her about certain shit. I think she doesn't know the full extent to our relationship. She's stalking my Instagram. She see our Christmas with our stockings and his name and his son name. He's telling me, oh, you're flaunting the ring in her face. Why I'm not supposed to be happy about my engagement, so I got to be secret on my own social media because it's hurting her feelings? That's that narcissist shit. Nas, you fucked up for that shit. So it's like nothing I was saying would convince him that what I was doing or saying was right. He used to really get in my head and make me change the way I was doing things. And I regret that because a lot of things happened because I was listening to him. Like I said in a previous video, he used to tell me, oh, if it's cold in the house, put the oven on. I put the oven on one day. I forgot my daughter put the dominoes in the oven and ended up being a full-blown fire. Just because I was listening to him. Like, I'm a real submissive woman, but it's only when a man could lead properly. And he wasn't leading properly, but he has this disguise that he puts because narcissists are very, very good and convincing and conniving. So I feel like he was going back and forth between me and her, and he was like, if I was to do something with her, she would tell you. She can't wait to be able to tell you something like that. Yada, yada, yada. So I'm like, all right, cool. But he's staying here, y'all, and like all the sweet things that he was doing and providing for us, it started to slow down like a lot. And it's like I wanted to tell this girl everything from the rooter to the tutor. He was like, no, she's holding money for me. No, she's doing this for me. She's going to mess up this for me. She knows this about me, and she's going to call the cops on me. And I'm like, what is all going on? What in a Jerry Springer Lifetime movie am I involved in? Like, come on. You got her popping up here like I got kids. The kids don't know what's going on, but I know what's going on. It's like too much. My stepson is pissed off. He don't like that I'm in the middle of this. He loves me OD. He's on some dad choose and just be honest, and he's not listening to my stepson. So now I'm on some, when you gonna start going half on bills? You staying here and you're not helping with bills. This nigga said to me, if I was staying here, whether I'm staying here or not, your bills would still be the same. Ladies, don't ever let a man tell you that. Yes, my bills will still be the same. But I cook
Taking
your
notes.
meals, bring you your meals, take your plate from you, do your laundry, fold your clothes, iron your clothes, give you good, put up with your baby mother shit.
What's the fourth good?
Take care of your son, and you gonna sit here and tell me you ain't gotta pay my bills gonna still be my bills? You charge your phone, that's Con Ed. You wash your ass, right? That's soap. You use my toothpaste. Like, nigga, everything is getting using more. It's getting used more, sorry. And it's running out faster because you're adding, right? So when you're doing stuff like that, you need to add, okay? So now Nas is on some, she's never gonna let me take the baby because, you know, she thinks that I'll stay with you. I said, what you mean she thinks that you stay with me? So he lied to her and said that he was staying with the cousin upstairs. Remember the cousin, the baby mother and all that, the neighbor, they live in the building. So that's why I only can watch the baby at her house. I want to be able to have my daughter to myself and da-da-da-da-da. So he's like, I'm going to look for an apartment. But it's going to be like, you're home away from home. This way you could come over, leave the kids there, and we're going to, you know, have fun and da-da-da-da. And I'm like, I bet. We're engaged. We're good. Our communication is good. But you know, as a mother, he tells me, she says, oh, my daughter still can't go to your house unless I come there first because I want to make sure you're not living with her and her kids. Now, I don't really want her to know where he lives at because I told y'all she was popping up at my crib doing mad crazy shit. So what if I'm over there with the kids because we was there a lot? What if we over there because he moved to Jersey? So what if we over there with the kids and she pops up? What are we going to say to the kids? Right? So he's like, I'm going to let you know before that happens. And allegedly, he calls me like, yo, she being nice today. She letting me take the baby. I got the baby by myself. He's FaceTiming me, showing me the baby, showing me nobody's there. Like, just giving me a lot of attention. And I'm just happy that he's able to be a dad and have that one-on-one time with his daughter. Right? So things started getting like real bad. I had an ectopic pregnancy by him, and it's so crazy because Nas' baby mother worked in a medical field, and she tells him, oh, she's trying to get pregnant by you. Mind you, he been shooting up the club since day one. Never didn't shoot it up. Okay, and let's just start that there. But I was on Depo for a long time before this relationship. So, you know, I didn't get my period for like a whole year. And then, you know, I just wasn't getting pregnant. So I went to the doctor and I made an appointment to see why I wasn't getting pregnant, where they do this dye test to see if your tubes are open, which they said it was. Within that same month, I got pregnant. But my thing is, how do you know that I had this appointment coming up? Are you looking me up? Like, you broke all type of HIPAA laws, sis. Like, you could lose your job and I could get you arrested. But y'all know me. I'm a mom. She has a newborn baby. I'm thinking bigger than what, you understand? Like, other people would have did it to me. They would have had me underneath the jail. But I'm such a woman. And I understand a woman that's hurt. And I just let it be water under a bridge. Right? Which I shouldn't have did. Because now he's moving weird. He's working an odd job. The shop is going to shits. It's no workers. There's all types of weird shit going on. I was working there for a little while. And this was another thing. I'm doing some clients there. It was in Brooklyn. I'm doing clients there. Of course, I'm keeping my money, right? This is my nigga shop. Like, he's watching me on the camera, calling me. Mind you, he's at my house. I'm at his shop. I got the keys there. I drove his car there. I'm there working. He's calling me like, yeah, look fat on the camera, da da da. You know, it was cool. So the nigga said to me one day, like, oh, you know, when I asked him about paying bills in the house, he said, oh, I don't ask you for no money when you make money at the shop. What? Then he said something like, oh, you use the car, you could put gas back in the car. Mind you, I don't know what happened because this was not him. Like, you're not bringing anything into the house anymore, and you're just being a dickhead at this point because I don't have to do hair there. I do hair already. I'm doing you a favor because you have no business at your shop. So little things like that was just pissing me off. I gotta deal with your baby mother and this new baby. I can't have a baby. Well, I ended up having an ectopic pregnancy and you wasn't supportive. You was being a dickhead. Like, you was just moving mad weird, right? So I'm dealing with all these things and you think I'm just going to keep dealing with it. So he started losing me mentally before I physically left. Like, I was, like, so done with the relationship. So he moved to Jersey. I'm there all the time. He's still staying here because he's working in the Bronx. And we was making it work. We was still making time for each other, still watching our shows together, still eating dinner together, still going on dates here and there. We was cool. So now I'm starting to see sis, like, Nas baby mother. Like, I ain't gonna lie, she was on my page, I was on her page. Fuck it, we was on each other's page. Like, we sister wives at this point, right? But she was posting shit like she was in a relationship, and I'm like, what's all going on? Like, y'all cool now? All of a sudden, I be watching a baby for her to go on a date. Like, it just wasn't adding up, and it just wasn't making sense. So we was rocky. Like, I'll call him and he'll be like, oh, I'm gonna call you back. Then he'll call me back in the morning, talking about he fell asleep, and just weird shit was happening. Like, he wasn't like popping up and doing all the things that he used to do in the beginning. Like, and we had so many fights to where he put his hands on me. Like, I feel like I should have been left because narcissists are very controlling. It could be very domestic. Like, and he, every time I wanted to leave, it was like he literally would force me to stay. And I know he was putting his hands on her too, because he even told me a few times when he did it. So one day I called him and I'm like, yo, oh, my neck hurt. You know when you sleep wrong? He's like, I'm on the phone with the workers at the store. I'm going to call you back. And when I called him back, because he didn't call me back, he didn't answer. But when I looked on Instagram, it says he was active. So you looking at Instagram, you watching me call you, and you're not answering? Y'all, I got them butterfly feelings in my stomach again. Jumped right in the cab and went to Jersey. Phone dying and all that. Mister, do you have a charger? Yes, let me use that. Now, the building he living in Jersey, you gotta buzz the bell. Now, I'm buzzing the bell. I'm calling his phone. I'm buzzing the bell. I'm calling his phone. He not answering. So he got his red receipts on. As I'm ringing a bell, he opens the message. It says red. Somebody comes out the building. I ran right up them stairs. Now I'm at the door. I'm at the door. I see his car outside. I know you here. And I was prepared to lay there all night. I was going to lay right in front of that door till somebody open it until I fall back and I wake up. I knew I could get in the building. Okay? I'm banging on the door. He comes to the door and he comes in the hallway. So I'm trying to walk past him to go in the house. Because what's all going on, honey? So he comes in the hallway and he's like, yo, hold on. A few details I forgot to add. So one time she called him and was trying to show him a fake screenshot that she made up. You know how you could just save anybody's name with random numbers and the number would be... She had multiple phones. I don't know what her trick was or what her point was, but she was trying to tell him that I called her and I was playing on her phone. But at the time and date that she said that I called her, we were together. So he know I didn't do that. And I went as far as showing him on my T-Mobile app that I did not call her. So she was doing little things like that to try to make it seem like I was bothering her so me and him would argue. And she purposely told him, like, I'm gonna make y'all break up. And I'm gonna make you hate her so bad that you can't be in your daughter's life that y'all gonna break up. Like, she was doing everything in her power to make this man break up with me. But baby, sis, I was on your side. I was trying to make him leave me alone too, and he would not leave me alone. Like, I was trying my hardest. I wanted to give Nas to her so bad. Like, I know that he was a lot to deal with, and I no longer wanted to deal with that. And baby, if you was ready to deal with, like, willing to deal with that, I was willing to give him to you. And just to give y'all a quick life tip real quick. When you start dating somebody, look at how they ex or they girlfriend look first. Because I think I was his first bad bitch. Like, when I saw her in person, I couldn't believe that this is who he was with. I didn't see it. Now, he's not it. But the things that he was telling me he did for her, like he got her a cosmetic line and he got her a car, and you know, he got her a Rolex, and he was investing in her. Like, this is, I think it probably was that. Like, she probably never had that done for her before. That's not something I'm not used to. So
that I was fine with that. You understand? So, when he does, know how to get crazy in the bedroom, maybe it was that. But when I saw her, I just knew like this is why he was obsessed with me, because I'm overall just a just a baddie. And like this is me literally on a wake up. I just woke up. I didn't brush my teeth, wash my face, or nothing yet. I just woke up. Like I'm about to start my day. All the parts were recorded last night, which I'm gonna post periodically throughout the day. But I'm just listening to my own stories now, and I was like, wait a minute, I forgot a few details. But if I do forget a few more details, you'll see me, put those parts in too.
Now, a few extra sidebars. When she got pregnant, I was like, yo, you was with her for mad years before you got with me. Like, now you get her pregnant? He was on some, I don't know how she's pregnant because I never finished in her. And I never finished in her. I always finished in her mouth. Which was weird because you was shooting me up from the first time we had intercourse. So I was just so confused by that. Like, was he used to doing that to me and then he forgot one day when he was doing her and thought it was me or something, or was thinking about me and finished it somehow? Y'all gotta help me figure that part out. Right? Or, because she's a little bit of a weirdo, did he finish in her mouth and she take it and put it inside herself? Like, because girls be doing stuff like that too. Okay. But that's neither here nor there. Now, it was just a very, very weird relationship because, like, even in the very beginning, it wasn't giving me that he had a girlfriend. She wasn't calling him. She wasn't bothering him. I don't know what the hell was going on with that situation. Now, one day, when she started getting real, like, woman intuition was kicking in and she started feeling like he was dealing with somebody else, she says she wants to meet me. I guess he was lying to her, telling her that he was helping me with my career, which he did nothing. The music, the hair, he helped with nothing, y'all. Okay? He was just gaslighting me from the very beginning. So, and he was telling her, like, I worked at the shop some days. So she was like, all right, I'm going to meet her. So I'm at the shop and I'm working and they're at the shop and I didn't give a fuck. And it was just very weird. He introduced us and I was like, okay. And the whole time, like, seriously, y'all, he is threatening me to get there. He's telling me I better do this. If I love him, I will do this for him. This is for us. Just tell her that so she could get off his back. Tell her what? I'm not telling her anything. You said you was going to introduce us and I was okay with that. I'm not telling her anything because she's not going to ask me no question, which she didn't. So it was literally, this is Shy, this is such and such, and that was it. They left the shop. They end up having a fight. Mind you, the shop is in Brooklyn. We live in the Bronx. They end up having a fight, and he came right back to the shop. Louis duffel bag full of clothes. And he stayed with me for about a week. And again, it was dumb. They wasn't arguing. It wasn't no going back and forth. It wasn't none of that. Like, so I was just confused. At this point, it wasn't given what she thought it was, or it just wasn't given that. Another thing too, the way y'all get y'all man is the way y'all gonna lose y'all man. So she got with him when he was with somebody else. Actually, he was engaged to somebody else and living with them in North Carolina. She did me what I did with my dumb ass, and then they ended up together, and then he got with me and proposed to me. So when me and her really got to it, it was like, girl, how the girl before you get a ring and the girl after you get a ring and you never got one? Is that not telling you something? Is that not telling you something? He know that your, I don't want to call this girl ugly, but he knows that your funny looking self is not going nowhere. So he's able to do this to you because he knows that you're always going to take him back. Baby, ladies, don't ever put yourself in that situation. Please learn from my mistakes.
So I'm like, what you mean? Hold on. Mind you, at this point, we 2 years in. We're 2 years into this relationship, y'all. Like, it's really like, I'm deeply involved, nigga. I love you now. Like, what? I'm your fiance. You put a ring on my finger. Okay? What do you mean, wait? He's like, yo, my BM is in the house. Hold on.
Because what happened to, I'm gonna let you know when she do her walkthrough, when she let the baby come, and like, how long this been going on? This nigga says to me for a while. Yeah, for a while. Now, at this point, I'm not really thinking that it's her in the house. I'm thinking it's another bitch because I just didn't think it was her for some reason. Because the way he act like he hate her, I couldn't imagine it. I called her phone. You in the house? She was like, yeah. I said, come to the door. She came to the door, y'all. I walked right in the house. Sat on the counter. What the fuck is going on here? She like, yeah, we just finished fucking. And he like, yo, wildin'. Mind you, she got on a t-shirt, no bra, his boxers. Her shoes is here, the baby stuff is here. All this shit is here. Mind you, it was never no baby stuff there because my kids didn't know about the baby. So it was never no baby stuff visual. Like, it looked like they was like playing Happy Family. It's dishes in the sink, something he never allowed when I was there because he told me as a fiance, you got to make sure everything is the way it's supposed to be. So you just let this bitch just... Huh? I'm sitting on the counter, so what we doing? Because I guess I'm spending the night too since we all in this together. And I'm just clearing the air. Yeah, remember that time you called him and he said da-da-da, I was right there. And that time when you thought this was going on, it really was. And yeah, he's like, yo, why are you doing that? Da-da-da-da. And I'm like, nigga, I'm your fucking fiance. What do you mean? So he's talking to me with tears in his eyes and he has his back to her. The baby starts crying. I said, go get my stepdaughter. She like, you need to worry about your own kids. My kids is good. My stepdaughter's crying. Go get her. She ain't never say she not your stepdaughter. Bitch, you know what the fuck is going on. So I'm like, listen. He like, can you go home? Can we talk about this? Like, my daughter is here. Like, I'm like, I'm not doing nothing to your daughter. Your daughter is here. And what happened? When I say I was there for 2 hours sitting on the counter, now this nigga grabbing the knives and hiding it and doing all this weird shit. And I'm like, well, I'm taking your car and I'm going home. He's like, no, you're not. Okay, so you're paying my Uber. No, I'm not. You got here. Oh, you talking crazy because, nigga, I ain't do nothing to you. The fuck? So, he like, yo, go in the room and check my door. She like, I'm not going nowhere. Yo, why she calls the cops? Y'all was waiting on the video on why I got arrested the second time. Here you go. Because it was so much leading up to how I got arrested. I had to start it like this. You feel me? She calls the cops. I'm waiting for the cops to come because I ain't do nothing. The fuck did I do? The cops come and they like, miss, can you just go home? We understand. But we asked him and he said he wants you to leave. My fiance wants me to leave because his baby mother is here and she don't belong here. But I don't know what I wanted from him at that moment. I would have respected it more if he would have left her and the baby there and he would have went home with me. I think that's what I wanted. But on that long cab ride from Jersey that he paid the Uber for, I was just reevaluating my life. Because what the fuck am I doing? Like, why did I accept all this shit that I accepted? Now I'm pissed off in the cab going home. I'm sending her pictures, videos, screenshots, all types of shit to hurt her feelings. Because yes, at that point, my feelings was hurt. This bitch says, if you don't stop texting me and sending me this stuff, I'm filing for harassment. So on the way home, he's texting me, babe, I love you. Like, just let me explain. Why did you do that? Why did you pop up here? Nigga, you pop up at my shit all the time. Like, since when I can't do that. Like, what? So I start sending her the text messages and screenshots, and I'm texting her like, tell your man to stop texting me. She's like, leave me alone. So long story short, remember the cops came. I went home. He paid the cab. She asked him to get a restraining order. So this way I can't go to his house anymore. He said, I'm not doing that. So she said, if you don't do it, I'm going to do it. She went and got order protection against me, which is stupid because, bitch, you don't live in Jersey. You live down a block from me. So what did you do that for? Like, I'm talking about the cops really came to my door, but I told them my kids was here and all that. They allowed me to get situated and go turn myself in. I had to sit in a motherfucking cell for nothing. Like, I wanted to really go down the block and beat her the fuck up. Like, you're a dummy. You're a dummy and you can have him. I was actually trying to give him to you for a long time and he wouldn't go. He wouldn't leave me alone. But anyway, so I changed my number on the cab ride home. And I was like really, really hurt behind this because one, I ended up accepting a lot of things that I would never accept ever, because I'm like, yo, I never was proposed to. He really proposed to me, and I wanted to see what, that would be about and what it would be like. And I really, really loved his son. I did grow to love him. My kids end up loving him, and it was just an unfortunate situation that he had a baby. So I'm done with him. I'm like, listen, it's going to take me a while to get over the situation, but I'm going to get over it. Like, especially after me getting arrested. Like, and he was still, wait, did he get my number? I don't know, but I was somehow, some way talking to him still throughout the whole situation. Like, yeah, I'm on my way to court. Yeah, I'm leaving. Yeah, she dropped the charges. Like, I still don't want to deal with him. He still wants to deal with me. And we end up doing something again after that, and he still shot up the club, y'all. What the hell is wrong with me? I still allowed this man to come back and to... So, all right. Now, I started working in the suite. It's like $400 a week. I'm doing all of this by myself. Like, it was just so awkward because the things that we talked about doing, which was still gonna happen, is like he wasn't in my corner. It's just things wasn't the same. Like, once I'm done with you, my kids is done with you, nobody's feeling you. Like, you embarrassed to come over. You want to come when they sleep and you don't feel comfortable. I don't never want to go to your house again because the last time I went there, I saw her. So then when you begged me to come over there and I went over there, I didn't want to sleep in your bed. And you want to tell me after the situation, she slept on your couch. So now you make me get off the couch, which I didn't want to get off the couch. You came and just started doing the you-know-what to me on the couch, and then we ended up in the room. And it was just like, he was like on overtime shooting it up. Like, he really wanted to get me pregnant because he really wanted me to like be stuck with him. And I wasn't wearing my ring no more. Like, it meant nothing to you, so I don't want to wear it. He's asking me to wear my ring. And it's just like, we just wasn't the same. Like, it was just very awkward. He's still lying to me. She's not letting me see the baby. She's doing this. She's doing that because all the stuff you posted and this, that, and the third. Oh, well, too bad. Like, oh, well. Now, all of a sudden, my stepson, his mom don't want him around me. And his mom is mad at me. And all of this stuff, right? Now, his excuse on why the baby mother and the baby was there was, she called him and was like, hey, I'm in Jersey. I'm chilling at my friend's house. And I wanted to drop the baby to you. So, allegedly, he dropped the baby to her. She dropped the baby to him, sorry. And remember, when I called him, he said he was on the phone with the workers from the job and he was going to call me back, never called me back. That was your opportunity to tell me that the baby was getting dropped to you, but you didn't take that opportunity to do so. So, allegedly, when she called him back to come get the baby, she was drunk. And he said, I could tell she was drunk because she was drinking. And I didn't want her to drive to the Bronx with the baby like that. So, I just told her to come here. Oh, I was going to tell you in the morning because I knew she was going to tell you. Yeah, no. One, she was never supposed to have your address. Two, if she's drinking and driving with her baby, that's irresponsible on her part. And yes, as a father, I do appreciate you keeping your baby safe. But it's another alternative. Y'all could stay here. I'm going to the Bronx. Or you're going to stay at your friend's house, and you better not leave your friend's house, or I'm going to put ACS on you. Like, you stay at your friend's house, my daughter's staying here with me, and that's that. Like, it just got to make sense. I'm not the type of person you could just tell anything, and I'm just going to listen to it and run with it. Sorry, I'm not that girl. It don't add up. Leave me alone. Like, you're bugging out. Now, he still wants to be with me. I start talking back to face because, one, I should have never left my nigga alone, right? He calls me one day. I tell him I'm going to call him back. I'm on the phone with Face. You got to pick up that Joe call. So I'm making, my three-way wasn't working for some reason. So Face would have me forward my calls to his friend, his man that is our mutual friend. So when he calls me, his friend will get the phone call and they will talk. Now, I done told Nas I'm going to call him back. His beastie ass calls me back. And Face means answer the phone. and starts wilding him up. And he's on some, I'm Charlene's fiance, and who are you, and why are you answering her phone, and da 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 da. And face friends is not even, telling the tea. They like, listen, she is a 3-way from my man. It's like, they told, but they didn't tell, but whatever. So Nas is on 100. You talking back to that jail nigga, da, 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 as if I didn't just catch him in the house with his baby mother. Mind you, when I went there, I forgot to tell y'all, he had on basketball shorts with no underwear, and you could, yeah. Okay. So he's like, I never did nothing with her. I still never touched that girl. That's your baby mother. You touched her. Like, stop acting stupid. Like let's be for real. And a little backstory: his friend had got married in Jamaica, and when they was together, this was planned. While she still went on a trip, and my dumb ass sat here and allowed him to go on a trip with this girl, and we're engaged, and they have a newborn baby, and the baby didn't go. The baby was here, not with me, but in New York, and I just accepted way too much for you to play with me. And ladies, don't ever think if you allow stuff from a man that they're gonna respect you more, or they not gonna, do you real bad, because they will. They still gonna do you bad, and no matter how much you accept. So don't accept nothing. First red flag, run, because that's what I should have did. So fuck that. I'm talking a face or whatever, and I started talking to somebody else. Like, now I'm on a point where I put all my eggs in one basket. You played around. I don't want to be faithful to nobody no more. So we had a big fight about that. I'm talking about big fight about that. He's bigger than me. He's a bigger dude. He put his hands on me. Y'all know I'm mad light skinned, so I bruise very easily.
Damn.
That's why I don't really let nobody touch me when we fight, like as far as girls. But I can't beat a man, right? So now we doing bad to where I'm blocking him. He's mad. He's trying to get back, and he was trying to get back, but he's not trying to get back the way I would get a girl back. Like, I should be opening my door I can't even walk out because there's so many flowers but he wasn't trying hard enough to me. So I started talking to somebody else, right? Now, me and him, we trying to see each other. We doing stuff. We here and there with it, but I didn't like how I was feeling. It wasn't feeling natural. It wasn't feeling like how I used to be. So one day he spends the night here, right? And I got a client at my suite in the morning, and I left him here. And he calls me as I'm walking to work. My suite's across the street from my house, and he's like, yo, it just felt so good waking up to you. I miss this. Like, I want this every day. I want us to get back to how he was. Yada, yada, yada. Like, we got to have a conversation. It's some things I want to tell you. And I was like, all right, cool. We can have that conversation when you're ready. Now, I thought he was sincere, and I was like, I ain't gonna lie, I missed my nigga, right? So I was like, when we had this conversation, I'm gonna tell him I was talking to Face, and I'm gonna tell him I started talking to somebody else, and I'm gonna stop talking to them, right? Why does nigga Nas go through my fucking room and finds my old iPhone, y'all? And when your iPhone is linked and all the text messages and stuff go to both phones? Why does nigga Nas found the text message between me and the dude that I was talking to, and he like, you effed him, and you was doing him, and blase. Mind you, he's in my house, and I'm at my suite doing here, and he's going crazy. He's like, you're going to talk about this right now and explain yourself. I said, why do I have to explain myself? Like, we just started talking again. We just now working on it, and I was going to tell you when we had the conversation. But we just didn't get to have the conversation yet. You looked for that. First of all, that phone was dead. I don't even know where you found that phone, because I don't remember the last time I saw it. So I know it was so dead that you had to wait for that Apple to come on, okay? You charged that phone to read my text messages. That's a narcissist, y'all, because how you doing me dirty, and then I don't look for shit. I remember one time we was watching something on his phone and he fell asleep. I locked that fucking phone so fast, baby, because no. I like to eat. I don't like to lose my appetite. Like, no. But anyway, this nigga comes to my suite. And, it has a code to get in. It's a clear glass door you can see outside. And I'm like, yo, I have a little girl in my chair. Like, I'm not doing this right now. My client, mom, just so happened to be a correctional officer. And she went out there and she spoke to him. And she was like, listen, I'm not doing this in front of my daughter. He's like, I'll pay for your daughter here. She said, it's not about that. It's about my time. And she has another client after this. Like, she asked you to leave. So he finally says he respected, and he leaves, and he's sending me these long text messages, and he's still calling me. I am working. I don't want to do this right now. We can have this conversation later. He's like, oh, I'm at work. They said I could leave. I can't eat. I feel like I gotta throw up. I don't feel good. Oh, because that's how I felt when I felt your baby mother in your house. How dare you act like that? So y'all, I told y'all he put his hands on me multiple times, and I don't know why I allowed this man to gaslight me and tell me like he's not mad no more. He happy I got that out of my system. We gonna work on our relationship, and he loves me still, and he's sorry about everything, because if he was just honest with me like how he was from the very beginning, we wouldn't be here. And he's still swearing on a stack of Bibles he still never touched a baby mother since she got pregnant. Now he's like, come to my house, come to my house, come to my house, and pay for your cab. I'm like, I don't want to come all the way to Jersey, like, and I don't want to come out there on you, and I'm stranded out there. Like, he's like, oh, if it makes you feel more comfortable, I give you the money as soon as you get here for your cab back, which he did. Now, the whole ride going there, I was so uncomfortable, I didn't want to go there, but he was texting me real sweet. I can't wait to see you. I just want to hold you. I just want to, and that, I get there, y'all. I'm on the bed, it's mad cold in there. And he's like, yo, take your clothes off. Like, you know, that is mad dirty to have, you know, your pants on in the bed. But I'm like, it's cold. Like, turn the heat on. So he starts taking my clothes off. He takes my clothes off, and he folds it mad neat. And he just puts it, he had the platform bed to where it's like the thing going all around. So it's like a little part there. So he puts it on the bed. And I'm sitting on the edge of the bed, and I want to get under the covers, and he's snatching the covers. And I'm like, I told you it's cold. Like, it's cold in here. So he like, listen, I want to, like, I want you to look me in my face and answer these questions. Mind you, prior to getting there, I told him I didn't want to go over there because I didn't want to fight. I didn't want him to put his hands on me. I didn't want none of that. Like, it's either we going to let the shit go, everything you did, everything I did, or we just going to go separate ways. He don't want to go separate ways. He can't live without me. I'm the love of his life. All of this, right? So he's like, I want you to answer these questions. He's standing in front of me. I'm sitting on the bed, and I'm looking up at him. He's like, yo, you really this raw? Answer the question truthfully. Like, I'm not complaining with you. So I'm like, don't hit me. It's like, don't hit you. As soon as that nigga, I said, don't hit me, don't hit you, he slapped me so fucking hard, my ear was ringing. Okay? I'm like, yo, you're wildin'. I stood up, he pushed me back down. He's like, yo, answer the fucking question. If you don't answer the question, I'm gonna hit you again. This nigga, bro. Yeah. Hit me again.
Of course.
And he just wouldn't stop. Like, he put his hands on me a lot of times, but this time, like, he was hitting me like he hated me. Like, he really wanted to hurt me. Like, he never hit me that hard. Ever. Like, that time was just different. Like, real different. So, I just wanted it to end. Like, I just wanted to leave. I was ready to leave with no clothes on. No clothes on. I just wanted to leave his house and just run outside. Like, it was that bad. Like, it was really that bad. And he just kept asking me questions, and I'm like, stop, you're hurting me. And he was like, it wasn't hurting you when you was for him. And I'm like, what? Like, he wouldn't let me leave. I tried to. He stopped me from leaving. He wouldn't let me get my phone. He still ends up doing something, like having intercourse with me, which I wasn't interested in doing, and my lip was busted. And he just didn't care. I was like so uncomfortable, you know, like previously before all of this, it was like, you know, I call him daddy and all that, and he wanted me to say that, and I didn't want to, and it was like, he was just saying like, I'm still daddy. Like, he, you know, shot up the club once again, and I was just like, what am I doing? this is not me. I deserve more. Like, I don't deserve this. He don't deserve me. I'm too good of a woman. What the fuck are you doing? Because you want to be married that bad? Like, because you want to win this little game that you playing with his baby mother that bad? Like, Charlene, what are you doing? Like, I'm really having a real life conversation with myself in my head. Like, I eventually fell asleep, and when I say he held me all night and wouldn't let me leave, I think he just knew that that would be the last time he would hold me. So he started a second job at this time, and he drove to work in the morning, and he put me in an Uber from there. First of all, this is a time span between, like, I want to say 1 or 2 weeks since he found the text message in my phone, and he told me he threw the phone in the garbage. He gave me the phone on a drive to his job. He still had it all this time. So you sitting here tormenting yourself, rereading these text messages over and over and over again, making yourself more and more mad. Why would you do that? He gives me my phone, and when I get out the car to go in the Uber, he says, "This the last time I'm gonna see you, right?" I just looked at him because he know he OD'd. I just got in the Uber, and I didn't say nothing to him for the rest of the day. So at this point, I just knew any love that he really did have for me was gone. He didn't respect me anymore. This was going to be a continuation. This was not love. Like, he did not love me for real. He wanted to have his way, his cake, and eat it too. And it's so crazy because in the beginning of the relationship, I allowed you to be with her. Like, you chose not to be with her and to fully be with me. This was your choice and your decision. You could have went about this a whole nother way. Like, listen, I'm having a baby. I'm, gonna focus on my family, but this is not what you wanted to do when I told you it's okay if you do that. Like, that would have been okay. So it was like December was approaching, and I was just on some, I'm not bringing this into the new year. The last time I did something with him, it was December 19th of what year we in now? We in 2024. So this was 2022 going into 23. December 19th was the last time I did something with him, and I stood on business when I said I'm not bringing this into 2023. Listen, I don't even know 3, 4. I don't fucking know. Listen, I don't even know what today is.
He knocked you in the
I
next
wasn't
year.
bringing it into the next year. So, after that, he still was trying to reach out to me, calling me private. I just wasn't interested. And then he asked me just one last time, like, would you not want me to keep trying to pursue it? Like, you're not allowing me to try and this, that, and the third. I'm like, well, phone calls is not going to do it. Like, you know what type of shit I'm into. Like, you done brought me all types of Prada, Lanvin. Like, you know what I get into. But he's like, oh, I don't want to be spending money on you and you entertaining other people. And still worried about the wrong things because he don't like when people play the game he play, right?
So she could have been bought after all that ass whooping.
So the last time he called me, and I was like, I'm okay with never speaking to you or seeing you another day in my life. Did he call me after that? Yes, he did. He did call me after that, and I just can't do it, y'all. I'm done. I will never, ever, 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 ever talk to, see him, do none of that again. And I feel like that's why when I got into the relationship with my husband, I feel like I rushed into this marriage that I'm in right now, because I think, again, I'm playing this game with him that I wanted to show him that you made me a fiance, but he made me a wife. Right? But right now, to be honest with y'all, because I'm just so transparent and honest with y'all, and I'm a girl's girl and I'm a woman, right? I don't even think that I made the right decision with that, to be honest with you. I'm still learning, I'm still growing, and I'm really traumatized. Like, right now, my husband is showing me a lot of narcissistic traits that my ex-fiance was showing me, and I don't want to do this again. I refuse to do this again. Yes, he's incarcerated, and I don't think he's the type to put his hands on me because he never did it when we were younger, but you never know. But it's just the mind games and the way that things is going right now is showing me a lot of those signs, and I'm not with it at all. Like, I'm so hurt by what my ex-fiance did. The littlest things is turning me off and it's making me take a few steps back. I got too much going for myself right now. The woman I am today, I will continue to say it, I cannot be fucked with. Like, I've learned a lot from that relationship. And I've grown a lot. And for some reason with him, I was always trying to prove to him like I was the one. Even though 4 months into the relationship, he was talking about marrying me. He actually proposed 10 months into the relationship, and we was together a little bit over 2 years. I wasn't happy in my engagement. I couldn't like post it and all of this. Like, it was just too many rules because he didn't want me to throw it in her face. If she saw my ring in one of my hair videos, it was, oh my God, you're trying to, like, you doing that on purpose. I'm just being me. How am I doing that on purpose? The gifts was good. Jewelry and bags and shoes and expensive perfumes. I got Bath and Body Works for days. Like, but was it worth it?
That's what I'm asking.
It was, I appreciate the experience of learning. I appreciate that, but I didn't deserve that at all. And I wonder if he even felt bad for half the shit that he did to me, to be honest with you.
Nope.
Now I'm on some like, yeah, one red flag, you're done. I'm not accepting nothing no more. I don't care about starting over. I will start over every time until I have to, because the person that's really for me will not hurt me in any way, shape, or form. They will be for me, they will be for my kids, and their family will be for me and my kids too. Like, I'm a family person. Like, I like to do stuff with everybody. Like, even with me and Nas, like, we would sit at the table with the kids, no phones, we talking about our day, we talking about our goals, we watching a movie together. Like, I love stuff like that. He used to like to spend a lot of time with me, and we made a lot of time for each other. So that's like another thing. You know, he used to gas me up about my cooking. I cook really good, but, you know, he used to like really appreciate it. So I felt like I was showing him stuff different. Our 1 year anniversary, I did a picnic in the park. My friend decorated for us. Everything was personalized. We did like a painting thing. The food was there. It was hot. We had a speaker. I was really showing that man different. He came home one day. I had the balloons everywhere, dinner in the room, rose petals, candles. Like, I spoiled him. I rubbed his feet. I clipped his toenails. I'm taking out your ingrown hairs. Like, I'm a wife. Yes, you did put a ring on it, but you didn't do what a fiance or husband to be should have been doing. You have a hand problem. You're a narcissist. You're very controlling. And I just want to give this message to all my ladies. Don't accept nothing. Always put yourself on a high pedestal and make sure he got you on a higher one. Also, I know for a fact that he's going to see these videos. I know his baby mother is going to see these videos. His family, his friends, and to be honest with y'all, I don't care. I'm just going to put it out here right now. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. You did what you did. I did what I did. I said what I said. Right? Please don't contact me. Please don't ask me no questions. I'm not taking nothing down. I didn't say no names. If people know, they know. And that's on Mary Had a Little Lamb. Now, baby mother, you already know what it was. You know he loved to hear. I'm pretty sure he's probably back with you. And I know he's probably still putting his hands on you. I want you to say that, I want to say to you, even though you think I don't like you, I don't have no problem with you. And baby girl, you deserve better. You deserve better. You deserve to be happy. And he's never going to change. He's never going to change. So I wish you the best of luck. And I wish anybody that went through anything that I went through, or if you're going through it now, if you want to talk, you could DM me. And yeah, I'm here. And I'm going to figure this shit out, y'all. Because one thing I'm going to do is I'm always going to wake up and style and slay.
What it do, everyday people, man? It's your boy PJ. Today we back with another lit video. We back in the confessional, and yes, we staying lit, big dog, man. Shout out to my everyday people who rock with me every day. Shout out to my player partner, Lucky Wheels and Deals. He keeps it lit. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to this video. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section. Hit the links down below. We got HiveMindLabs.com where you can unbig that back, man. Get the super fat burner. Or get the protein powder. What you trying to do? Lose a game. Pick your choice. Alright, hit the link down below. We got Opulence Scents. Okay. Get you a 3-wick candle. Alright, let's get into it, man. First, I want to say, ladies and gentlemen, I guess, if you getting beat on, if they putting their hands on you, they do not love you. If they putting their hands on you, they do not love you. Don't think for 1 second that that's love. Now, if you want to date anybody, I suggest you date the Dallas Cowboys. They ain't beating nothing. Not this season. Ooh, Lord have mercy. That game yesterday was terrible. But anyway, let's get into it. I don't know if this person is a narcissist or just a womanizer or woman abuser or a liar. But narcissist, I don't think she knows what the definition of narcissist is, because this ain't it. He's not a narcissist. He can't be. He don't sound full of himself. Nothing about the story said that he was sure of himself, because the things that he was doing doesn't seem like he is sure of himself. If the man is crying over you, the man's a liar. Narcissists don't lie. They tell you exactly what it is. I mean, everybody lies. If they're trying to lie to you, if they're trying to get over on you. So he was trying to get over on you. But being a narcissist is a person who won't take accountability in the face of a lie. He'll look at you and he'll tell you, he'll make the truth be your fault. Well, if you wasn't out here doing this, then I wouldn't have did this. You know? So I like I say, we gotta unlearn this word narcissist, because it's starting to become, it's gonna become a word that where it's like not even taken serious. Oh, he's a narcissist, she's a narcissist. You sound more like a narcissist versus him, based on the things that you like and things that you do and the way that you describe yourself, and the way that you describe other people around you. You sound like more of the narcissist. And then to be playing this game and letting a man shoot up at the club on the first night is wild. You already have 3 kids, I believe that's what you said, 3 kids. And now you want another one with a guy who's putting his hands on you. And I want to say this. I don't know this woman's age. I'm assuming 30. Because she's going to blame whatever it is on being young. And I got to say how young. Because she don't look old. So I'm guessing maybe early 30s. 3 kids. If not early 30s, late 20s. With 3 kids. Don't know how many baby daddies. But she's blaming all this on her age. I was young, I was dumb. Nah, you wasn't dumb, you was stupid in a mug. Okay? Because all the unnecessary drama that you cause, and the same thing you said is the same way you get them is how you lose them. You got them the same way. You knew he had a woman. You didn't care. No girl's girl is going to sleep with another woman's man. That's not a girl's girl. It's a girl's girl when you want to be a girl's girl, but you're not a girl's girl for real, for real. So, The story is believable. The way he acted is believable. Things he done, the things that she calls narcissistic, I believe it. I believe he took it from her. I believe he lied to her. I believe he was cheating. I believe he got upset when she found out she was sleeping with another guy. I believe it all. It's just a lot of bad decisions. A lot of bad decisions was made in the filming of this TikTok. From the domestic violence to let him shoot up the club to the baby mama who really had nothing to do with anything. She should have just blamed him, but she didn't. She wanted to take it out on a woman. Well, that's not the way this should go, but that's the way they played it. So, prayers to this woman. I hope she gets some healing because this is pretty crazy. I don't think we survive in a narcissist. I think she is the narcissist. And she was actually about to take this man back if he bought her gifts. Had he bought her the things she wanted, she would have took him back. Or she would have slept with him at least one more time. And that would have got them back together. So, and then her new husband is in jail. Like, sister, I don't know if she even paid attention to this whole story. But if she listens back to this story, I hope she listens back to this story and be like, damn, I sound like a damn fool. You damn right. Everyday people, let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll holler at you later. Peace.